Now that you know 3 different strategies for solving systems of equations, graphing, elimination, and substitution, we're going to apply those strategies to story problems or take a look at systems in the real world. So let's take a look at question number 4 from your homework today. It says that Danielle and Julia each improved their yards by planting daylilies and ornamental grass. They bought their supplies from the same store. Danielle spent $60 on 10 daylilies and 5 bunches of ornamental grass. Julia spent $27 on 5 daylilies and 2 bunches of ornamental grass. Find the cost of 1 daylily and the cost of 1 bunch of ornamental grass. So the first thing we need to do is we need to write out what Julia and Danielle each purchased. So let's take a look at Julia first. It says that Julia spent $27, and for that $27 she bought 5 daylilies and 2 bunches of ornamental grass. So we could write the equation $27 equals 5 daylilies plus 2 bunches of ornamental grass. So now let's take a look at what Danielle did. Danielle spent a little more. She spent $60 and she bought 10 daylilies and 5 bunches of ornamental grass. So we could look at this information as a system. We have 2 equations, which works out well because we have 2 variables. 2 equations, 2 variables, everything we need in order to solve for the cost of daylilies and the cost of ornamental grass. So we need to decide now which strategy we would like to use: elimination, substitution, or graphing. Let's go ahead and solve this using elimination because we have a nice little piece of information here, 5D and 10D. It would be really easy to cancel out a D term. So to do that, I'm going to multiply this top equation by a -2 so that I will have a -10D and a positive 10D, allowing me to cancel the D terms. So we have -2 times 27 is a -52. -2 times 5D is a -10D. And -2 times 2G is a -4G. Now I no longer need that top equation. I can now take what I have and stack and add. -52 plus 60 is a +8. -10D plus 10D is 0D. We have eliminated the D term. -4G plus 5G is 1G or G. So here's what we've learned already is that ornamental grass costs $8. So let's take that information and plug it back into one of our original equations and see how much the daylilies cost. Let's go ahead and go with Danielle's equation of 60 equals 10D plus 5G, and we'll take the value for G and plug it in. So we have 60 equals 10D plus 5G. Remember the G value is 8. 60 equals 10D plus 5 times 8 is 40. We'll subtract 40 from both sides. Sorry, shouldn't have crossed that out. 60 minus 40 is 20. We have 10D. This is the one that cancels out over here. We'll divide both sides by the coefficient. 20 divided by 10 is 2. 10d divided by 10 is just d. So now we know that daylilies are $2. So let's go ahead and add that here. There's the solution. Grass is $8 for a bunch. Daylilies are $2 each. And we have solved a real-world system using a strategy that we've practiced previously.